Hello everyone, welcome. I am here to do Mythographic of the month for March, which is Cosmic Spirit. Now I am a little behind. This is my first time since I broke my foot at the end of February that I have been able to sit at my desk. And it's still not for very long. I've had to chop this video into segments as I went, but we are making progress. So unfortunately, I am not going to do a whole page color along like I usually do out of my Mythographics. Just because I don't think I will be able to sit that long. It takes me 3 hours to get through a half-hour video. So I'm going to do a quick tutorial out of this one. So this one is by Fabiana Antanasio. There is a lot of neat pages in this book, but I decided to start with this one. Now I wanted to show how to do the rainbow background because a lot of people were interested in that, and has some great tips that you can kind of carry over into other things, especially with it being St. Patrick's Day and the whole rainbow and gold kind of thing. So that is what I'm going to do. Of course, I am using my Prismacolor. This technique can be used with any pencils, and we'll kind of talk about what works best for this as we go. But if you are following along or would like to join, or even if you would just like to write the combination down for future pages or to have, pull my pencils out here. I'm going to kind of talk about them as I go. If you need me to type it out and put it down below, I will try to do that anyway, but if you don't see it and you need it, remind me. So I am going to start with my reddish colors. So I'm going to go pomegranate, and then this one is Crimson Lake, but you can use Scarlet Lake or whatever. Crimson red is basically the same. Poppy red. It's going to be my red colors. Now when you're doing this, you kind of want to decide if you want your colors to go all the way across or if you're going to have them mixed up. I'm going to kind of keep mine the same across. They're not going to be exact, but that kind of lends into the tie-dye feel of things. So I started with my pomegranate. You can see where I went into my red. So I'm going to carry my red and finish my pomegranate across. The main important thing, no matter what pencils you're using or how far a rainbow effect you're going, if you're just using these colors or if you're using all of them, is to go by steps and use each color. So this is my rainbow. This is about how many pencils, give or take 1 or 2, because I'm missing my magenta out of here. But it took to get through my rainbow. So I do not want to jump straight from red to orange to yellow. I want to go red, I want red orange, then I want yellow orange, then I want yellow, then I want yellow green. I want to blend as close together through all the colors. I don't want to make it choppy and just red, orange, yellow, green. So that is how I do mine. So again, we have the crimson red, poppy red, orange, and then I have yellowed orange, Spanish orange, canary yellow, chartreuse. Now you can add apple green, spring green if you want more of a green feel. I do have a spring green in here that I use to blend. This is a true green, not necessarily. I used it on the waves, not necessarily in my rainbow. Light aqua, aquamarine. This is transitioning my green from my blue, so there's not that harshness. So cobalt turquoise, parrot, peacock blue, not parrot, sorry. Violet blue, violet, mulberry. I will have a magenta in here as well. And then I have pomegranate. And then the rest of those colors are my skin tones for the hand. So there is the rainbow if you need it. I may not get through this whole little section, especially because this bottom here kind of repeats as the top, but I will show you how I got to where I am anyway. Okay, so the main part of this whole project here is blending. Blending is going to be your best friend. So I am starting again with my red because I ended with my red over here, and I will kind of come back. I missed a couple spots with my red. And then so I make sure that's red. And then right here where I have this open space, I'm going to start with my red And then I'm going to go to my pomegranate. So I'm going to kind of work my rainbow backwards here. And I am sitting on a different chair because of the way my foot has to be positioned. So I am a little higher up than I would like to be. So this video may look awkward, more awkward than it usually does because I'm used to being more desk level. We're going to make it work anyway. So I am going to acrylic paint my water, so I'm not really too worried about it. I am working around it best I can, but I'm not going to worry if I get a little bit of pencil on it. Okay, down here, you can see I'm going to leave a little edge. That's for the red, because I don't want it to look like it just changed colors. I want that nice blendy look. Then my next colors are going to be those purples. So again, working my rainbow kind of backwards here. Mulberry. And those pencils may not be in exact order. I do like to switch it up a little as I go. Okay, so then I'm going to come in process red. Because pink is not technically in the rainbow, but I end my rainbow with pink. So after my red will come pink, and then we will go into purple. You can go red to purple. That's how you like to do yours. Now I'm not going to make this part too dark because when I'm trying to match up over here a little bit, my pink's coming down a little far. So I'm going to kind of keep that aware of that I will adjust that a little. I'm going to go violet, and again, I'm not pressing hard, I'm just kind of planning out my colors at the moment. Now this side, you can see there's kind of an upwards U, so I'm going to kind of stick to that on this side. Again, it's not going to look exactly the same, it's tie-dye, but I kind of want to have the same feeling. Okay, and then blue violet will turn me into blue here. This is kind of tricky to do on video because it's a little bit time consuming with the layers and the blending. Blue, and I'm missing a blue. 1 second. Okay, so you can see I have a darker blue here that goes right next to my purple. So again, I'm going to come in with that violet, just a little darker here. And I'll actually quickly show you how this starts coming together when you get your layers built in, because I don't know that I'm going to get all the way through it in one part. Okay, starting at the other end of the rainbow, so I'm going to blend my pomegranate with my process red. You always want to go over the top of your other color a little bit to help blend them together. You can see right there that spot's going to need a little more blending. It does take a few layers to get kind of the lines and everything sorted out how you want it to go. Okay, again, you want to use every color. You don't want to skip to try to get it done faster. If I tried to go from this pink to this blue, I would not get a very smooth transition. Also lacking in the sleep department here. Okay, and then I'm going to go back with that nice process red and just kind of fill in. Okay, violet is my next color. It does help to know your rainbow colors a little bit, so the more you do it, the more you will start to remember what colors go next. If you need to write a cheat sheet so you don't mix them up, you can do that too. I'm going to leave this section over here alone for a minute, just time-wise. Okay, I'm going to bring my purple down a little, just to give it some shape. This is my violet blue. Yes, make sure I'm not mixing them up here. Over the top of the other color and bring it down. Now you do, just like you're blending anything else, you want to leave a fuzzy edge from one color to the next. So we're going to leave this for our next color. It is especially important to do that if your next color is a lighter color. Copenhagen blue is going to bring us into our blue side of things here. And again, this is just a rough. This is what it'll look like when it's done. This is just a quick rundown. I didn't want to leave everyone hanging because I got a few messages that people were wondering if I was still doing a video this month, and I'm going to try to do a couple. I was hoping for better news on my foot, but it turns out I tore it up really good, so I'm going to have to work better on this desk situation so I can get back to videos, because it's going to be a little while before the foot goes anywhere. Okay, so this is true blue, so Copenhagen blue to true blue, and I love this true blue because it's creamy and I can blend it with everything. Makes a nice transition color. So I'm going to bring that all the way down to my water here. Again, I'm going to do the water with acrylic paint, so I'm not too worried. Okay, still want that nice fuzzy edge to blend into here. Now the greens kind of depend on where you want to go. If you want to go into a brighter green, if you're going more of a turquoise green like these, that's kind of where testing your own pencils will come into play. I'm gonna go ahead and go a little bit of spring green, and it's gonna look a little weird at first. I'm gonna put a little aqua in there just because I feel like if I do it the way I normally do it after, I'll just confuse everybody. So I'm going to go ahead and put my aquamarine in first. Again, going up into that true blue a little so we get a nice transition. There should be no gaps in between colors, no harshness, no lines, no stopping one color starting another. They should just melt into one another. I think blue to green can be the hardest sometimes. Okay, then we're gonna go spring green here. This is one that will take a couple layers to blend together just because of the colors I chose, because I wanted this bright green in here. So like this little line right here, you're going to see for a minute, and then I will come back over with the aqua again. So I'm going to bring this green down the side, kind of blend those together. I got my kiddo in the background just in case I decide to fall out of my chair or I can't reach something. I'm trying really hard to be on this whole independent thing, but it's just not working out. Okay, again, I want a light layer here. And I might even start narrowing in this U shape I have. And then I'm going to go chartreuse. I will come back and fix that bridge, but I'm going to go ahead and get all my colors in real quick so you can see. These colors go nice together. So I got a little more green on this side than this side, which I think will kind of even out. Again, tie-dye isn't perfect, so I'm not really worrying a whole lot. And then we go to yellow. So yellow is going to be my little highlight center right here. I'm going to go ahead and fill in the whole center of that. Blend out the green I'm smearing around here a little bit. Okay, then we're going into those oranges. Now oranges and yellows, again, you want to be careful that you're using your lightest orange first. We don't want to go straight from yellow to orange, and I am going to get rid of these green that got smeared into my yellow. I'm going to go over my yellow again, just a little, and bring it up inside that green sun. Okay, then we're going, oh, tearing stuff up here. Yellowed orange is my next darkest orange, and I'm going to bring that over here. Now, if you are trying to keep a more even look all the way across, you can kind of draw your lines in. You can put your pink up here and down here and kind of work in segments till you meet in the middle to make sure you're in the middle if you need a symmetry for your page to get the effect to look right. Again, I'm just kind of winging it. I'm more playing than anything, especially at this point, because I don't know if I will be able to get this page finished for March, which was my original goal. I started it before I broke my foot. Got all excited. And ideally, when you do this, you want to do it in one setting, just because it's a little easier to keep track of your colors and your pressures and things like that. But again, I broke my foot, so I put all my pencils in a cup to try not to lose them, and still lost a couple, but we made it. But usually on backgrounds, I do like to do them in one sitting, just so that they come out even, especially if I have something in the middle like this. Okay. And then poppy red. Now you can also bring in a pale vermilion if you feel like this is a big jump and it's a little hard on the eye. Pale vermilion is a good jump between orange and poppy red. Okay, so you can see I brought my red down the side a little here. So I'm just going to kind of start shaping how I want my pink to come in. Again, I'm going over my orange a little, so you always make your section a little bigger than you're going to want it, because you're going to go over it with the colors around it. Okay, so there's my nice red. We got that darker red. These are the same pencil. I just glued them together so I could use my sharpener. And I have been told the glue is not good for your pencil sharpener and this and that, so if you don't like it, don't do it. It's just what works for me. Okay, I'm going to bring in a little of this one. It's the same one. I'm going to bring this all the way to the bottom. One second. Okay. Kids. Okay. And what this will do is kind of shape out our pink. And of course you can see I need to work on my blending a little on this side too. But anyways, sidetracked. Okay, after the red comes the pomegranate. Pomegranate is a great transition color from red to pink. Now I have blue coming over this way, so it's going to be important to remember I don't, in this little section right here, I want to transition from blue to purple, so it looks like it's going blue, purple, pink, and then the page flows. Make sure I'm on camera here, sorry. Again, I'm like sitting way higher than I normally do, so I feel way off here. Okay, this is my mulberry, and I'm gonna put a little here, because I'm gonna bring that blue over. So there's my purple. There's my blue. And then that just kind of gives the impression that we're still fading across. Okay, making everywhere I put that pomegranate that I have the mulberry around it, so we don't have any weird color jumps. And then process red will be this whole section here. And of course I will come back in and darken and blend this out, but now if you don't want this U shape, you can kind of just start going across, making different wiggles however you want it. I just kind of wanted the warped feeling on mine. I can do this on another page if you need a different example. So there is that. So again, I'm gonna follow my pattern. And I'm just going to work backwards all the way back up to the top and blend everything out so it's nice and smooth like this side. Now if you don't want to do it all with pencils, you can do it with Gamsol. The only thing is your colors are going to smear, so you're going to want to change Q-tips a lot, and you're want to go lightest to darkest. Because if you touch this blue or this orange and red and blend up when you get to your yellow, it's going to wipe it out with all your other colors. So just be aware that you'll have to work it a little different that way. So there is our background out of Cosmic Spirit, more or less. I got a little work to do. I will fix it up and post it on the clip art when I get that far, or the thumbnail. I thank you for watching. I hope to see you next video, and hoping for April we'll be able to pick a page out of next month's book to do the whole thing together. Thanks for watching.